Hi, this is Kim, and in this video I wanted to talk about the accumulation that leads to OCD. By accumulation, I mean daily actions lived out that accumulate to the disorder called OCD. Before I started this process, I viewed OCD as something separate from my daily life. I compartmentalized it into a disorder separate from normal me. It was like this, placed in this box as this entity that was just one thing in my life. But what I've realized is that OCD and regular life are inseparable. They are one and the same. Either you live your daily actions within and as the disorder, or you don't. It's not like you live and the disorder takes place here and there. The disorder is present in everything I do. So what I've had to do in my process of self-treatment has been to consider that everything I do is done within and as this OCD presence. So as you walk throughout your day and your daily living, seemingly insignificant moments, the smallest moments, I mean breath by breath moments, are actually accumulating throughout the day, the week, the month, the year, to fueling and feeding the disorder. Therefore, it's necessary to take apart everything that you do and put it back together a different way. A different way meaning a way that is supportive, a way that honors you, that is beneficial to you. When I first thought about this, I thought to myself that it sounded exhausting and like too much work. But then I considered how exhausting OCD is, how much of myself has been invested into this disorder, how much time, how much energy in terms of reactions, and I mean it's a very reactive disorder. It's a constant internal struggle. Now that is exhausting, and that is a lot of work. And not only is it exhausting and a lot of work, but it's endless. There's no end in sight. So when you place the two next to each other, the choice is easy. The choice is, do I want to apply myself towards this disorder, towards continuing this disorder and committing myself to this disorder? Or do I want to apply myself to real, actual living? I mean, OCD is not living, and it's not life. if you think about life, life supports, life provides, it gives, it nourishes, it benefits. Only in the mind do we turn it into something else, something destructive, something that slowly eats away at us. When you put the two next to each other, the choice is easy. I want to apply myself within every breath in a way that benefits and supports me. And that involves looking at everything I do and doing it differently. Every time I make the choice to do something other than participate in obsessive compulsive behaviors, I'm accumulating real living. And it's not a change that happens all at once, or else it will be exhausting and it will be a lot of work, because I've tried that. I've tried to change all at once. I've tried to just stop. And that lasts maybe a day or two or three, and if I'm feeling really energized, maybe a week. But it never lasts, because the change, it wasn't real. It was a decision all in one moment, in a moment of frustration, in a moment of absolute anger at what I had lived with through OCD. It wasn't a decision made, it wasn't a genuine decision to change. A genuine decision to change would mean doing it properly, which would mean looking at every single moment, every single action, and untangling the presence of OCD energy, OCD influence, which means mapping out where you're influenced by it and changing that. Mapping out a different way of living that is not influenced by OCD. Yes, it's hard, but what's the alternative? So, my point in this video is that the process of walking out of OCD is extremely detailed, and it involves writing out your day and realizing where OCD is influencing you, and scripting out a different way of living, and then following that script. Realizing that it's a daily application. It's living the change you've decided to script out. It's living the change that you've decided. Because the OCD life, if OCD is a problem, then it's gone beyond decision making. It is the master, and I am the slave. To take back my decision making ability involves sticking to that decision to change. Slowly, day by day, breath by breath, looking at how I'm living and processing whether or not what I'm doing is being influenced by OCD. In my blog, I share how this is done. And there are many people writing what are called the Journey to Life blogs. And daily living is being scripted out, where seemingly insignificant moments are taken apart, and the influence that is not a self-directed decision is removed in words, and those words are then lived. So I would highly recommend giving yourself the gift of learning how this is done by reading the Journey to Life blogs, by interacting with people who are walking this journey, and by trying it out for yourself. There's a course being offered for free teaching these tools, and within that course you get the support of a buddy who you can ask questions, you can make comments. There's no charge, and it is the biggest gift you could give yourself. I'll place the link in the description box. Thank you.